Martin was by Griner, 2 more places, and the lead is 10.
Remember how everyone thought Brittney Griner was unstoppable? Well, guess what? In her incredible debut for the LA Basketball Club in the new, unbeatable league, Martin flew by Griner for an easy layup, leaving the Olympic star in the dust.
Chisels out space. Money Martin. Oh, yeah.
You gotta love Money Martin. Kate Martin, just an excellent shooter. She runs the floor so well. One of the things that Coach Wade talked about was coming into this league being in shape, and Kate has done a great job of being prepared and running the floor.
But that was only the beginning. Martin went on to dominate the game, scoring a double-double, grabbing a team-high 10 rebounds, and get this, she did it against a team full of Olympians. However, the truth is that Martin's breakthrough performance was the product of a demanding off-season training regimen that would make most star cry. If you want to know what it takes to go from being overlooked to unstoppable, stay tuned because Kate Martin's story is going to alter your perception of what it takes to succeed in women's professional basketball.
And Kate Martin with a great decision, knowing Griner coming out, there's no way for her to be in 2 places at one time. And I love the motor that Kate Martin plays with. She recognizes that she has a shot. If it's not there, she gives it up. Just a smart IQ.
During her Unrivaled debut, Kate Martin elevated David versus Goliath to a new level. It was amazing to watch the former bench warmer go off against an Olympic superstar. This is where things get interesting. From the jump, Kate flew past Griner for an easy layup, leaving everyone's jaws on the floor. That was just the beginning. Throughout the game, Kate didn't just hold her own. She simply dominated at every turn with rebounds. Brittney Griner didn't give Kate a second thought. Kate grabbed their points. Kate piled them high.
Concentrating on free throws, which is probably something that they may need to take a little time to do.
Money Martin. It's Kate Martin down that left side.
Okay, Money Martin, I see.
It wasn't just about Kate's performance. The entire LA team was on fire, shooting an incredible 56.9% from the field and draining 13 three-pointers. Talk about teamwork making the dream work, and you know who made the game-winning shot? You guessed it, it was Kate Martin. While the Griner was having trouble making an impression, Kate was busy putting up a double-double, and the crowd went completely bonkers as Kate made her look like the rookie rather than the seasoned pro.
With 7 on the shot clock, Thomas back to Martin for the win! Nice. Money Martin!
After the game, a commentator said, Kate Martin looked really good on both ends of the floor. She does a lot of things well. Maybe not one thing spectacularly, but she does a lot of things well. Isn't that just the perfect summary of Kate's game? She's not flashy, but she gets the job done, and then some.
Hey, it's Kate Martin. Here's a quick look at our welcome day at Unrivaled. We started with the Fan Fest area. I met all the players and staff who are part of this special first season. Next, we stepped onto the show court. The lights, the colors, it's amazing. And we toured the facility, starting with the weight room, packed with everything we'll need.
The Phantom may have had their Olympic dream team, but Kate Martin just turned their gold medals into participation trophies. Let's talk about how this supposedly unassuming player outshined 3 Olympians in a single game. The Laces are playing a Phantom squad that is stacked with Sabrina Ionescu, Sata Sabali, and Brittney Griner, a trio that, on paper, could probably take on the Monstars from Space Jam and win. The Laces didn't stand a chance, and Kate Martin was barely a footnote in comparison to these superstars.
Martin, a high energy, younger player, the rookie of our group, right, the youngest player. She brings a joy and a sense of fun to our group.
However, as the game progressed, it became evident that someone had neglected to inform Kate that she was supposed to be intimidated while the Phantom Stars were busy shooting bricks. Kate was everywhere, grabbing rebounds, dishing out assists, and draining threes as if it were nothing.
All that high-level quality character that she is, she brings a high-level shooting ability to our floor as well.
I think I started something. That's what I wanted.
She's going to prove not only to this league, but the rest of the world that she belongs at this level.
As Ionescu, Sabali, and Griner struggled to find their rhythm, Kate's selfless play was elevating her entire team. It was like watching a master conductor lead an orchestra. Every pass, shot, and defensive move was in perfect harmony. The LA's teamwork began to overwhelm the Phantom's individual talents, and suddenly those Olympic medals looked about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. The Laces were a well-oiled machine that destroyed the Phantom 86-48. You read that right. A 380 blowout. Kate's old teammate from the Las Vegas Aces, Tiffany Hayes, joined in, scoring 14 points to get her own double-double WNBA star with 10 assists and 10 points. Let's be honest, nobody saw this coming. Analysts had been praising the Phantom's star-studded lineup while they were busy polishing the All-Star trophy cases. Alyssa Thomas scored 18 points, Kayla McBride scored 28 points, and Stephanie Dolson finished with 14 points. Kate Martin was preparing to turn their forecasts into confetti in the gym.
Excellent play. They have had straight connection three. Here it is again, Alyssa Thomas. Just easy bounce pass. Smart heads-up play by Money Martin to finish for the win.
Our girl Kate, who was supposed to be a bench warmer, posted better stats overall than two of the most well-known players in the game. But wait, there's more. This wasn't just a good game, it was a statement. Kate Martin didn't just show up. She grabbed the spotlight and used it to illuminate every doubter who ever questioned her place in the league. Guess what? By the time the final buzzer sounded, Kate had beat Sabali and Griner combined.
I feel really grateful to be in the position I'm in, and I honestly did not expect to have any fans when I came here. I had no expectations in that sort of way, and I think fans liked that. I don't know.
I see your question now. Where did this particular Kate originate from? How can a player go from being a bench warmer for the Las Vegas Aces to being a dominant Olympic talent? Well, my friends, that's a story that's going to get really intriguing.
Really get it, honestly. If I'm being honest, at the end of the day, I don't get it, but I feel super grateful for it. And so it gives me a little bit of confidence. It makes me feel good when I hear the fans cheer for me when I'm checking in. So I really appreciate that.
Let's rewind the tape to see how a second-round draft pick turned into the AC's most squandered opportunity. Kate Martin's journey from Iowa's unsung star to the Aces' overlooked jewel is going to make you gasp more than the Phantoms' defense.
The mock drafts online and just seeing, if my name was, in the conversation at all. And I didn't have an agent at the time, so I was kind of in the dark. And I was just talking to my coaches at Iowa, asking, have you heard anything, what's going on?
Returning to Iowa, Kate wasn't just Caitlin Clark's sidekick. She was the unsung hero that helped the Hawkeyes win back-to-back national title games. In her final season, she averaged 13.1 points and 6.8 rebounds, and she was the glue that held that team together. However, when draft day arrived, the basketball gods decided to play a practical joke on her. Enter the Las Vegas Aces, a team so full of talent that they had 6 Olympians on their roster. They likely thought they had struck gold when they selected Kate in the second round, and initially it appeared as though they had her on point, as she averaged a strong 19.3 minutes in her first 10 games, which wasn't bad for a rookie. But this is where things started to get interesting. As the season went on, Kate's playing time began to diminish more quickly than A'ja Wilson's self-esteem following a defeat. By the time the playoffs arrived, Our Lady was hardly playing for 3 minutes. Talk about a fall from grace.
Selling WNBA player merch, Caitlin Clark, #1 in jersey sales, Angel Reese 2, Sabrina 3, Kate Martin 4. We talked about this earlier in the season.
While her teammates were busy posing for Instagram, Kate Martin would not have thrown in the towel content to warm the bench and earn a salary. As her minutes decreased and Chelsea Gray's return forced her further down the rotation, Kate maintained her composure in the gym, grinding away her mantra. This league is all about opportunity, and you just need one shot. She wasn't just riding the pine, though. She was studying the game and soaking everything in like a basketball sponge. Her teammates began referring to her as Money Martin for her knack of being in the right place at the right time. Unfortunately, the coaching staff for Aces appears to have lost their glasses at the worst possible moment.
Now Hayes takes a peek. Skip pass, Martin. Yes!
Kate's future appeared to be as certain as a referee's call in a close game as the Aces season neared to an end. But keep in mind what I said about opportunity entering the Golden State Valkyries, who would come in like basketball's equivalent of a fairy godmother during the expansion draft.
Feels sad that Kate Martin also hasn't gotten as much playing time the second half of the season. I feel like she deserves more, or maybe she deserves a different team.
Let's talk about Kate Martin's golden ticket out of benchwarmer. You might think she was thrilled to leave the Aces pine, But wait until you see how fans reacted when the Golden State Valkyries snatched her up in the expansion draft. For Kate Martin fans everywhere, it was like Christmas arrived early.
Vegas Aces, the Golden State Valkyries, select guard Kate Martin.
Now, some people might have been perplexed by this choice. I mean, building a team around a player who hardly played on the court last season is a daring move, but the truth is that Valkyrie supporters went completely crazy. We're talking about tweets like, "Kate Martin is free from the Aces," and I love that for her. She's going to have a much bigger role on that team and be able to really develop.
Kate Martin, first of all, Natalie Nakase has experience in the NBA. She has experience in a championship WNBA team. What's important? Corner threes. That is where Kate Martin thrived this past season. 38% on corner three specifically. That floor spacing ability that Kate Martin's going to...
But wait, things are going to get better. Coach Natalie Nas, who has seen Kate's potential up close during their time with the Aces, is practically salivating at the chance to unleash Martin's full arsenal. She's not just seeing a role player, she's seeing a potential franchise cornerstone. Nas gushed, "I'm excited for their competitiveness, high character, and never satisfied mindset. That's exactly what I was looking for." In other words, Kate Martin is about to become a basketball star, and Coach Nikki has the blueprint.
Really excited. This league is all about opportunity, and you just need one shot, right? And I am very thankful for the Aces and everything I got to learn there, but I'm really excited for this new beginning and to build something from the ground up here with the Valkyries.
And let me tell you, the fans are already giddy during the expansion draft. Guess who got the loudest cheer? Our girl Kate, who hasn't even suited up for the Valkyries yet and is already the fan favorite. But wait, the suits upstairs are also pretty jazzed. Analysts are calling Kate's selection a money move for the franchise because she's not just bringing her skills to the Valkyries, she's bringing an army of fans ready to snatch up every piece of merchandise bearing her name.
Nakase is somebody you're going to want to run through a brick wall for. She's a truth teller, she's going to be honest with you, but she matches that with love and support 100%. So those are the kind of coaches that you just want to give your all for, and I'm super grateful that we got to build a relationship in Las Vegas, and we get to continue that in San Francisco.
In just one expansion draft, Kate Martin has gone from being a bench warmer to the star of a brand new WNBA team. Talk about a glow up. But don't think for a second that Kate is letting her newfound fame get to her head. You know what? While everyone has been talking about Kate Martin's incredible debut, there's a whole other story brewing behind the scenes. Remember when we thought professional athletes trained hard during the offseason? Well, Kate is going to make those workouts seem easy.
Focus has just been getting better. I mean, all around. I had a decent rookie season, but I just know something that's really cool about me is that my ceiling is very high. So I have a lot of room to grow. Always working on my shot, always working on being quicker, but really being able to handle the ball a little bit more and freedom of my feet and defense. I know Coach Nakase hangs her hat on defense, and I want to be able to be somebody who can, lock down the number one, number two option on the other team.
Let's be honest for a moment. Kate didn't just start working out after that expansion draft. She practically moved in. However, this is where things get crazy. She's not just pumping iron and running laps. Instead, she's gone full mad scientist with her training regimen, and it's so bonkers that it might just work. Imagine Kate tapping balloons in midair like some sort of basketball ninja. It's all about that sweet, sweet body control. But don't laugh. That's secret sauce for explosive acceleration.
The workout off with a movement series, working on our foot striking ability, doing an upright stance, something you might see with sprinters. Then some easy rhythm work on the court before going to the weight room. We use the weight room to help support our training on the court. So working on specific postures, positions, and how we express our strength explosively. We don't just want to be strong in a given lift, we want to be strong when we move. That's where I think some carries can be really useful for upper body work, along with learning how to use your body to actually push and move someone else's body.
But wait, there's more. Kate's trainer, Maxwell Schmarzo, isn't playing around. He's got Kate doing things that would make even seasoned pros cry. "Uncle, we don't just want to be strong in a given lift. We want to be strong when we move." Shero says, translation, Kate's not just getting strong, she's getting basketball strong. After all this crazy training, Kate touched the rim 4 times in a row. Schmartza was so shocked that he blurted out, "Oh my goodness, did she just got started?"
Like the Iowa legend herself, Kate Martin. Like a defensive back, we want to stay low, push to move, and cover some ground. You have to fight to stay in front of the offense, constantly staying low to move and never letting the rope get.
But it's not just physical. Kate is also training with sports psychologists to develop her mental toughness because, let's face it, all the balloon tapping in the world won't help if your head isn't in the game.
With Kate Martin today, and oh my goodness, did she just touch the rim?
Here's the thing. While other athletes post beach pics on Instagram, Kate Martin is training to be unstoppable. She is transforming herself into a machine that destroys basketballs using heavy squats, trap bars, and other exercises, shrugs, contested shots. She's doing it all.
Celebration Day with Kate Martin. Yes, the Iowa legend. Even though she's a pro, we start off playing games with a frisbee. Why? Because it's fun, but secondly, it's competitive. When I tell you to go throw a frisbee, chase after it, and catch it, you're gonna run after it as fast as you can. And guess what that's called? Acceleration. So that's what we're working on.
The real magic happens during Kate Martin's off-season work with coach Natalie Nass in her corner. Kate isn't just getting ready for the upcoming season. She's completely rewriting the playbook on player development. Her journey from warming the bench to lighting up the scoreboard is only the appetizer.
These drills are awesome because they're extremely competitive, and when something's competitive, it's fun and you try really hard. Then we take that same concept of competitiveness and apply it into our shooting drills. Working on the speed of our shot and some of the eye tracking as well. I can't just sit on the sideline and get threes rained on me, so I had to hop in the drill. This one here works on our eye tracking as the ball comes in front of our vision. And this one right here works on us covering some distance. Drop, push to go, just like you saw in those lunges.
Let's be honest for a moment. Kate isn't just honing her jump shot or running a few extra laps. She's engaging in explosive strength training, agility drills that will make your head spin, and skill work that's pushing her limits every day. It's like she's creating a whole new Kate Martin 2.0, and the league needs to be on the lookout. However, as the upcoming WNBA season draws near, it's becoming increasingly obvious that Kate is prepared to dominate, shine, and after what we've seen so far, let's just say that our girl Kate's possibilities are endless. Do you agree? If so, please let us know in the comments, like, and subscribe so you don't miss anything. Click the video to watch it, and we'll see you in the next one.